Animation is basically the art of optical illusions, where we draw different points in an action or emotion, and we draw them in a way that it seems like once it's all played together, that the picture itself is actually moving, when in reality it's just multiple images put in line. The first step to a basic animation like a flower stack jumping or a walk cycle would be to map out your keyframes, which would be the most important poses in the animation. And once you have them drawn out, then you have to alter the spacing and the timing in order to make the animation look more fluid and natural. The purpose of timing is to make the movements seem a lot more natural and lifelike, so that means when you have a fast movement that you want the image to come off as instantaneous and very quick, so you'd have to place the frames a lot closer together and have a more dramatic movement, while if you want to portray that something is a lot slower, you have more frames in more time and more subtle movements in order to make the movement seem to drag and like really hold on to the screen longer. Depending on what you're trying to animate, it might be helpful to look up a picture of an animal or a human doing an action like walking or throwing a ball, or in some cases you just have to act it out yourself to get a better understanding of what the person is doing and how they will move and the directions that they will face. Once I space the keyframes out, I start to draw the breakdown frames, which are the second most important poses in the animation, and after that comes the in-betweens, which just go in between the breakdowns and the keyframes, and these are all the little spaces in between that make the animation complete and fluid. Once I complete the entire animation in a very rough way, then I typically go and clean it up 2 or 3 more times in order to get the most presentable final product, or to add details that would have been too difficult to add before. The part about animation that makes me the proudest is being able to see how I have improved over the course of the past 2 semesters, where my animations have become a lot less awkward and a lot more fluid in their appearance, and so just being able to see the improvement that the amount of work I've put in is pretty rewarding.